I've asked ChatGPT how to engineer the best prompt ever. Define your goal, identify your audience, be clear, be specific, provide context, incorporate skills. This doesn't really tell me anything about prompt engineering. I want to write my own best prompt ever. I want to engineer this prompt, and I want to keep engineering it until it is the best. I've gone through this lecture of prompt engineering. I've read through so many slides. In this video, we're going to create the ChatGPT cheat sheet spreadsheet, the ultimate ChatGPT prompt engineer sheet. It is a blank sheet right now. Let's get started. And we don't like this this style, so we're going to change our style. We're going to use Sheet Styles, a free Google Sheet add-on. We just want to change it to Papyrus, so we don't have this, terrible Arial font, and we don't want the background color to be white. So how do we start? Where do we start? Well, first off, we need AI in our sheet. We don't want to be copying and pasting something into ChatGPT. We want to go right to the source, and we want to get our prompts answered right away. That's going to save us a lot of time. So I'll show you. I got a video already. If you are a Better Sheets member, you get that video for free. I upgraded it. The API access via OpenAI in AppScript. I've written it for you. If you're a Better Sheets member, you can get it down below. If you're watching this on Better Sheets, if you're not watching this on Better Sheets, just go check out bettersheets.co, get a membership, and you'll go to the upgrade. All right, Better Sheet members, if you are watching this video and you want to create this ChatGPT cheat sheet spreadsheet yourself and you want to connect it to AI, make sure you watch the video Upgrade Google Sheets OpenAI Prompt to GPT-4. In that video, I go through the app script here, and the full app script you can use right away. But in this video, we're not going to deal with this script at all, except for the fact we're going to add a ton of text to it. What the point of this video is we really want to take sort of different parts of a prompt, put it all together, and we're going to spend a lot more time in the sheet, but we are going to absolutely interact with this function a lot. But I'm going to rename it to just AI, so I just have to type in AI in a function in Sheets, and we'll get a response back. We do need we'll go API key, so we'll go to Tiny Sheets, create a 1x1 sheet, and we'll just call this API key. And we'll put our API key here. And just so you can see, if we want to write any kind of prompt here, write 3 ideas for a cheat sheet spreadsheet for GPT-4. We can write sort of any prompt we want, go equals AI, and reference that cell C3. And let's see, it's using GPT 3.5 Turbo, so it should be a little bit quicker than GPT-4, but we can change that, and we probably will later for this cheat sheet. But we want to see how long does this take. Usually only takes up to 30 seconds. And if it does take more than 30 seconds, it's going to time out. So our cheat sheet here, ultimately, we want to be building prompts. But I want to connect, there we go, common models. I don't know what this means. For best practices for fine-tuning. Oh, yeah, that actually is the answer to write 3 ideas for a cheat sheet spreadsheet. So you can see here, we have connected our prompt to AI. But we want to build this prompt up. We have some ideas about what makes a good prompt. We want to include very concise, very specific information. We want to say what role. We want to give it a role to like who is the AI and what are they doing. We want to include examples. We want to include all this stuff, and we might not be able to write it all out at once, and we might not want to write it in like a Google Doc or in a text edit that's just one document. We might want to fiddle around with different pieces and even create a little drop-down menu in case we want to select any of those options. Say we have a style or a tone. We want a little drop-down menu that says, pick this tone. And then it automatically says, write in the tone of punchy, or write in the tone of silly or funny, or write in the tone of a certain person. We want to have all these options at our fingertips here in a sheet to a prompt. So we don't need all of this stuff. We are really just going to use a few pieces of this. But we definitely want to add drop-downs here. So we're going to be able to write tone, maybe style of like maybe punchy style. We're going to have punchy, concise. We'll have persuasive. Actually, we might not need to capitalize these. Punchy, concise, persuasive, tone. We might come back to this. I'm not sure what to do here yet. We will figure this out. All right. So what do we want to do? Let's do this one thing first. Let's start writing our prompt in A1 and get our response in B1. So we'll put a prompt here, and we'll get a response here. So we'll do equals AI A1. Now, anything we put in here, we will have the response to. So I don't necessarily want that, so I'm going to do, I don't want it to happen if there's nothing there. So I'm going to add an if is blank first, 2 commas, and that way, now if I write here, it'll show up the response, but not until I actually write it. All right. So how are we going to build this? What do we want to do? We want to have some drop downs like tone and style. And we'll just do right click, drop down. We know the drop down range, I think. Drop downs, we just did it, A:A. I think that's going to be it. That is tone. And I think that's the only tone there. Great. And now when I cancel that, just want to, oh, my face is covering the done. And now in this one, do the same thing, drop down, but from a range, we'll do drop downs, B:B. They are there. We can even say style here and tone here if we want. We actually just want the style. So write a tweet. Let's say we're writing a tweet. I don't want to write it here because it's going to come up with this B1. So let's take all these down a notch. Oops. Let's center this, make it a little easier to read. And then what I want to do is I'm going to use a code here. 2 square brackets. I'm going to write tone and 2 square brackets. Write a tweet. So it's going to be a persuasive tweet, a punchy, a style. We want style there, not to, okay, maybe we want to switch these. Maybe we do want the style to be there. In the style of Charles Bukowski. We'll just write different Shakespeare. That's not how you spell Shakespeare. Toni Morrison. We'll do some different styles there. And now we want to write a concise tweet, a persuasive tweet in the style of, and then 2 brackets, and we're going to use this as like a code, style, about. And now where do we want to write the about? Write to about. There. So this is going to be our text. But where's that about? Let's do about. Oh, we need to select this. B:B. Done. Oh, and it's the wrong one. So we can say Charles Bukowski. About Google Sheets, effective for collaboration. Efficiency? Effectiveness. Effectiveness for collaboration. Now, all of this stuff, this tone, this style, this about, we have it written here, but we have it encoded. So in A1, we're going to write equals substitute. Text to search is going to be A2. We're going to search for that first one is going to be tone, and we're going to replace it with whatever is in the tone. So it'll be A4. Now we want to wrap all of this again with another substitute, and we're going to substitute 2 square brackets, style, B4, I think it's going to be. Then we're going to wrap it again. Last time, substitute. Text to search for is going to be whatever the answer is there. Search for, in quotes, the about, all capitalized. We're going to replace it with whatever is in C4. And that should be it. I think our error, we're going to get an error, because, or not an error, but tone here needs to be changed. So we're going to say persuasive. And now, whatever we have in here, let's see what this looks like. This is the text we want, right? We have written sort of a format, right? A blank tweet in the style of blank about blank. We have a persuasive style, persuasive tone in the style of Charles Bukowski about Google Sheet effectiveness for collaboration. And let's see if we get this in 30 seconds or less. There we go. Collaboration is a key success, blah, 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 right? That's okay. Let's see if we can do better. And it just says in the style of choice. Let's see if we can say Shakespeare is better. And probably not about Google Sheets. Probably like saving money is probably better. About saving. Yeah, what does Shakespeare have to say about saving money? Prudence befits thee. Oh, we can also add, Ben Franklin here. We can add silly here. Save thy coin. I don't know if you can see that. Save thy coin. Prudence befits thee. Saving gold doth not diminish one's worth, but rather maketh thee able to attain it thy heart's desireth. This cheat sheet spreadsheet is going great, right? Oh, well, what else can we do? We want to have a space where we can include examples. That's one thing that I've realized in prompt engineering can add a lot of specificity to the prompt to get really good results. And good, what I mean good is correct, like correct to what you need. The most useful results are going to come about by having this nice prompt plus examples. But examples, we might not have a lot, or we might have a few. We don't need a lot. Sometimes we might have zero. So what I think I'm going to do is write prompt here and response here. And we can always move these things around if we do need to. But for right now, I'm actually going to even this up. So we have 3 even things. We have prompt and response. And in order to include the example, I think I want to have a checkbox. I'm going to insert a checkbox here instead of a dropdown. And basically, if this checkbox is checked, I think, we'll include this example. Okay, so around here, we need to, we don't need to change that. We need to change this. Write a tone, blank tone tweet in the style of about blank. If we'll write, let's do this, equals concatenate. Did I spell concatenate correctly? There it is. Concatenate this, and we want if A6 cool. Oh, the good thing is that if it's a checkbox, it is literally just true or false. But first off, we want to have some text here and say, here are some examples, or here is an example. So we sort of need a count. If count if A5 to A6, sorry, A6 to A8. So there's up to three examples here. Yeah, we don't really need that many. If that is above 0, then if it's true, right, we'll have the text, here are examples. And then we'll carry on with the examples. We're going to say, here are examples. We're going to use the ampersand. Oh, but then we want to say, if there's 1, do this. If there's 2, do this. If there's 3, do this. So maybe if is not the best use right now. So I'm thinking if it was sort of just a yes or no, if it's include this here or not, that would be great. But include 1 and have here as an example. If it's 2 or 3, here are examples. I have sort of a different version based on the results. So I'm going to use switch here, I think. If switch, expression is count. If range is going to be the same A6 colon A8. The criterion is true, so we're going to count all the trues. Now that expression is going to either be 0, 1, 2, or 3. That are the only possibilities. That is the set of the only possibilities. In the case that it is 0, we want to do nothing. We're just going to add another comma. But in the case that it's 1, we're going to write this. Here is an example, colon, or not colon, oh my God, comma. In the case that it is 2, we're going to write here. I might want to add a space. Yeah. Here are examples. Same for 3. This might be a little over here, but I think it works in this case because the last two are the same. Okay, we want to concatenate that. This text, here is an example, here are examples, either or nothing, right? There might be nothing there, which is fine. And in the case of what to include, I think we do if, we're concatenating this together, if A6. So now this is only going to be if either true or false. That is the only possibilities. Checkbox is just a visual representation of true or false. We're going to write comma, and in the case of true, it is true. We want to concat. We don't want to concatenate everything. Actually, we just want, we're going to write the text prompt. We're going to write prompt with a colon, ampersand, B6. We want then ampersand space response and C6. So in the case that the A6 is marked true, we're going to include whatever the prompt and the response is here as an example in the prompt. That's cool, right? And we're going to do this again in each time for just the three things here. We're going to concatenate these all together. So if there are two of these, we're going to concatenate two of them. We don't care which two they are. It'll show up that we'll then do an if for each one. So we'll do A7 here, B7, and C7. And then we're going to change this 6 to an 8, A8, B8, and C8. So that's cool, right? Now hit enter. We have a bunch of falses. Okay, what? Oh, because we didn't add the false possibility here. I think we just have to add a comma at the end. I think it's literally going to be just adding a comma. Yeah, there we go. We're just going to add a comma to say if it's false, just don't do anything. Just don't include anything at all. So now we can choose a prompt. So if we're writing a persuasive tweet in the style of Shakespeare about saving money, we might not have any examples, but maybe we do. Maybe we have, I'm going to actually use this prompt Shakespeare, and I'm going to put that prompt there. I'm going to not include it yet. I'm going to change this to Ben Franklin. Let's see what now it automatically changes up here, Ben Franklin, and it automatically is going to go to AI and get it. Great, this is great. And actually, what I can do is improve this, right? We're going to go into this example. We're going to take out these hashtags. We don't need these. I'm going to take out these hashtags as well. I'm going to take out the quotes. I don't really want the quotes too badly. You might want the quotes, but I don't. And this one as well. Let's get one more example from, we don't want Charles Bukowski. Let's see what Naval says, or would say that AI thinks Naval says. You could actually use real quotes. Yeah, let's use this, but let's delete these. I'm not asking it for hashtags. It's adding hashtags, but what I think is going to happen is we delete the hashtags in the examples. This could probably be a lot shorter. I don't think Naval ever wrote this much. It's about creating financial freedom. Yeah, let's just very short. Okay, what I think is going to happen is without these examples, we've gotten some pretty gnarly tweets. We've gotten these tweets that have things we don't want. They have quotes. It's a lot of words. We might want to change the. We have Len here. Let's see how many characters it is, right? We might want to make it much, much shorter. How we can do that, and it's a couple ways, right? In prompt engineering that I've seen people doing that doesn't necessarily work out well is that they will just increase the size of the text of the prompt. They'll say, write it in under 100 characters or under 200 characters. They'll add these explanations, which is okay. But I don't think they're getting the results that they really could be getting. What we really need to do is include these examples, make these examples 100% pure good, And I think we're going to end up with much better responses. I'm going to change this to now include the example. And now it says, here's an example. Prompt, Shakespeare, response, pretty good. Oh, still getting hashtag. Let's try 2 more. We're just going to put all these prompts in here. Oh, actually, we gave it an evolve prompt. So let's switch it to like Toni Morrison, I think. I don't know if this is going to work at all. So it didn't really work. So I gave it these examples. I gave it the prompt. I gave it the responses. I have not asked it to add these hashtags. So I'm wondering where it's getting them from. Let's just double check that we have much shorter examples. So might be better to actually explain this. That is 100% on me then. I think we wrote persuasive. Let's just change this to concise. Let's see if that does it. Waiting. And still we have hashtags. What is the... We don't need hashtags. Write a tweet without hashtags. Let's just do that. Let's see if that kills those stupid hashtags. Oh, I'm so excited. No, we still get 1. Oh, my God. One thing I just realized, we might want to include a hard line between this prompt and the response. Also, you might notice that the prompt and response, the prompt is the person writing it and the response is something we've already come up with. Maybe we might want to write our own here to really conceive of the style. Or we might not want to use the style as the prompt. We may want to use the topic. So that's really up to you, what do you want to try. But I do realize I wanted to put that, and I see there's also not a space. Here is an example. Here are examples. Add a space there. There should be a space after prompt and before prompt. Should be much more, after response. Let's put a space there. I don't know why, but sometimes in these prompt and responses examples, it has been finicky about structure. Like these need to be set. I've noticed that. We're still getting a hashtag, but it is... Let's try Stephen King. I don't know if these styles are going to be weird or not. You're watching this and you're like, oh, I could do this better. If you could do this better, go ahead. I am not a prompt engineer expert. I am a Google Sheets expert. We're working with Google Sheets here. Hey, this actually is pretty good. Again, with the stupid hashtags. But why I wanted to sort of do this video was so you could see the process of using these Google Sheet formulas and dropdowns and checkboxes. We can really build a really cool cheat sheet to have prompts, responses. We can save them here and use them to build better prompts. We can write as much as we want and include sort of a Mad Lib style inputs that we can play with. We can change this tone to silly. What's a silly Stephen King? Now, the issue is, right, when we select silly, these prompts are not silly. So, and it even gave us Edgar Allan Poe for some reason. Okay, we are, you know what? I'm going to do one change, I realize. Oh, the temperature is 1. That is probably something we want to change. And this model, let's do this. Let's do a little bit of change. We don't need a len here. We'll keep the len. I want to do a couple more things to show you how much we can have at our fingertips. So I'm going to write tokens here, and I'm going to write a model. And in this model, I'm going to use GPT-4, but actually, just so there's no... I am going to end up using GPT-4, but for right at this moment, let's use GPT 3.5 Turbo. But all I want to do is go into AppScript, and I'm going to say... Here's how I get my app key, spreadsheet.getActive spreadsheet. How I want to get my model is going to be the same. So I'm going to write variable model here. I'm going to add another line, variable model equals. We're not on the API key. We are on the sheet 1, capital S, sheet 1. What range is our model in is B11. So we just changed the A1 to be 11. We also have tokens, variable tokens. That's going to be 10 right here, B10. All right, now, we have to change actually this tokens. So now we've edited our app script a little bit to make it easier to change this tokens. We were getting some errors. Return 400 code. We could not parse the JSON request. What is going on? Let's just try it again. I don't know if we will try something else. Okay, so I was just flipping this model and this tokens value. So it was saying there is no model that is equal to the name 200. Yeah, because that's supposed to be 2 tokens. So if we change the tokens here, we can now change tokens is the B10, which is actually tokens here. And it should give us a different response each time we edit this. Let's edit this to concise. Now, every time we change something, it's going to give us a different penny saved is a penny earned, as Wise Franklin said. It is giving us a very wrong person here. So let's fix this prompt and see what we can do. I think it's these examples. Maybe the examples are coming in the wrong place. Maybe we need to flip this around and say, write all of this, and we're going to say write a tweet. And then at the end, we're going to concatenate this with what we had before. So we're just going to flip it all around and see if at the end, if we say in the style of Stephen King about saving money, there we go. This looks much better. That's what was going on. Those examples were coming in afterwards. And now we're really engineering. Where is this stuff going? What order is it going in? It's changing the response greatly. It is. We're now not confusing the AI as to what we want. At the very end, we have some examples, and then at the very end, here's what we want. If we have the examples, let's say silly. And instead of Stephen King, we're going to do Bukowski. We'll see what that turns out to be. I'm a little scared. I don't know about you. This is getting a bit scary. Each time we do this, it's getting closer. I don't see money often. That is true. 100% true. That is Charles Bukowski. He was not a saver. He was a drinker. But now we can do this. We can actually change this to GPT-4. And I'm wondering if it's going to change it greatly. I don't think so. I don't think the difference between 3.5 and 4 was that great, but let's see. We could make this a drop-down if we wanted to, but unfortunately, it's not going to automatically change this output because it's in the app script. This did not work out for Toni Morrison, sorry. Maybe Naval. Naval's right here. But let's maybe change it to a different topic. Writing online. I don't know what Naval has to say about that. But we have a Naval thing for saving money. Yeah, this might not work out well because these examples are about writing online. Let's see. And I hope you can see this might take a little bit longer. Dearest Earthlings. Oh my God, this is way wrong. I think it's because we have very different examples here. But as you can see, we've sort of set up this this prompt here in A1, and we can keep adding to it. We can concatenate more and more. We can append more and more things. We can choose different styles, different tones. We can add stuff as we wish if we want to. We're using so many interesting functions, switch, if, checkboxes, dropdowns. We have a topic here, a couple words, but we're adding a bunch more stuff. Adding these examples didn't really make much difference, and I think that might be 3.5. I used to do examples with GPT-3, and it was like great. It really like honed down that stuff, but this is getting a little wild. Maybe it's because my temperature is 1. We could change this to, let's change this prompt, and we're gonna do temp, and we're gonna write here temp. And we're going to change something else about this right here in this AI. We're going to add, where should we put it? In B9. There we go. And so we'll write down here, temperature. I'm going to move these over to the right. And I'm going to put 0.3 here. We are going to have a different, oh, we need to save this temp here. Now, by doing that, we definitely do change this anytime we change this temperature. Same could be said about the tokens, and I'll change that in a hot second. So instead of, or in addition to prompt and temp, let's do tokens. And instead of doing tokens here, we can edit that out, add in B10. Let's go ahead and just do B11 for the model as well. Oh, let's go here and go model. We can even edit that out or comment that out. So now in our function, we're adding the prompt, the temperature, the tokens, and the model. And now we can change this. And once we change this text, it'll change the input up in B1 automatically. So we can just add more tokens. Let's do like 1,000. I don't think it's going to change much because we're writing a tweet, right? That's going to be very short. Temperature, we can go down to like 0.2. I'll show you when we get this back. I want to write this. I want this to be faster, so much faster. So we should have GPT 3.5. Yeah, we're not getting much difference, right? Because we're writing a little bit short. If we wrote a lot, maybe we want to write multiple tweets. Maybe we want to write 3 tweets. Write 3 concise tweets. And we would need definitely more tokens for this. So I think this will actually take some of those tokens now. There we go. We got 3 tweets now in one go. We can do 2,000 tokens and write 5 tweets, 6 tweets, 7 tweets, 10 tweets in that same style. Isn't that cool? All right. So as you can see in this cheat sheet, we can fill in this drop down, this style, these tones, these styles. We can add more and more and more, select them and see what we come out with. We can really engineer, add more stuff to this this AI prompt, put all of our energy into getting all these different inputs, put it in, get some examples, put those in, and really hone in on a much better, much more useful response from ChatGPT and GPT-4, GPT 3.5, whatever model we want to choose here. Hope you like this kind of style. I have other videos. If you're a Better Sheets member and you're watching all the way through, there's many more videos in Adventures in AI course. If you're not a member, you can get that on Udemy as well. But if you're not a member, just go become a member at bettersheets.co. You can see all the AI adventures here in Google Sheets and on YouTube right here. And watch the latest video from Better Sheets right here. If you haven't watched any other videos on Better Sheets, you are in for a treat. Enjoy.